praising him for creating Turning Point and the impact it has had on the American political landscape.
When did you form Turning Point?
In June of 2012.
And why did you call it Turning Point?
You know, at the time, I felt as if we were kind of in a generational turning point. I said, hey, I think we could do a better job of reaching young people.
Yeah.
And now we contrast what we've been able to do, largely thanks to the movement that President Donald Trump has built. We've kind of been riding that energy and that momentum with where the Democrats are now currently. I mean, the tables have completely flipped over the last decade. And it goes to show that this patriotic revival is being led by the youngest Americans. That should give everyone a lot of hope.
We are going to be talking to young conservatives across the country this morning who are reflecting on Kirk's legacy. To countless young people, he was the voice of their generation, pointing to his iconic campus visits where he would open the floor to debate on top political issues. You are watching Fox and Friends First. On this Thursday morning, I'm Carly Shipkiss.
And I am Todd Pyro. Let's get straight to Matt Finn, live from Orne, Utah, with the latest on the man. Matt.
Todd, it is calm and quiet here on campus of the Utah Valley University right now. Just a stark contrast to the horror that ripped across this campus not long ago. And if I step off camera right now and we push in, you could see a terribly grim scene. You might be able to make out the outline of that white tent that Charlie Kirk was inside of when he was fatally shot on this campus. I believe it might have been a part of his Prove Me Wrong table. This was all part of Kirk's American comeback tour. He had planned to attend several other universities and college campuses around the country in the coming weeks and months. Right now, the shooter is still at large. Two suspects were taken into custody, but both were released. The FBI set up a tip line. Authorities say the shooter appeared to be in all black and on a roof. Here is dispatch audio describing the suspect.
Going to be wearing all black long gun, black tactical helmet.
He was on a roof.
Mask, possibly wearing
you know, like they tried to take Trump out, and it's like this geezer, he didn't miss. I didn't even know. I don't, like I said, I didn't see Sky News this morning or last night.
Team, 3,000 people packed onto this campus to listen to and engage with Charlie Kirk.
Like this geezer, whoever shot him on was a good fucking shot. I tell you what, he hit him in the sweet spot.
Crystal clear right now to whoever did this: we will find you, we will try you, and we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law.
I tell you what, that was some shot.
I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
Tell you what,
so the governor
in front of his fucking missus and all, man.
Here in Utah,
you know,
manhunt is presumably
in front of the guy's wife and his kids. You know, he was hit down. I didn't realise until, like, I didn't wake up.
Pretty much anybody in the public could walk
when I woke up all right, I was like, wow. So, guys, Charlie Kirk, what's your opinion? Talk to me. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Now in terms of a police presence, but as you were driving into town earlier this morning, late evening, did you notice police en masse in the area?
It's
in other words,
like
were they going door to door on campus?
Unbelievable, like, you know what I mean? In this day and age, like, but look at
as it is right now.
Shit happens. You know, this is just the start of it.
Huge police presence driving.
Hey, Richard, what do you think about this Charlie fucking Kirk situation? That's bad, bro. That could have been a president. Do you understand?
Fox did learn that police were going door to door in nearby
if
neighborhoods.
If you can get to Trump, you can take out right-wing guys like Charlie. I didn't know which one you were on about.
A source that I talked to, a federal
source. I was like, which Charlie are you on about?
Things happening behind the scenes right now, but we just don't have any major
in front of his wife, and in front of his kids, and in front of the world, that was naughty, that. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I didn't know too much about him until this morning. I did a little bit of research. Nobody deserves to go out that way in front of his wife and his children. Executed. Silenced. He was about to go onto a few campuses in America. This guy one day could have been a president. He's a dead president. Like I said, I tell you one thing, man. Like a firecracker going off. And he was hitting the sweet spot, you know. Like I said, he's a big fucking Trump supporter. Or an ally. Let's say. But nobody deserves to be killed that way. Like, Jesus Christ. I've watched that video now, I'd say about 20 times. And you can just hear firecrackers next of all. Like, my man, where he was hit, it could have fucking decapitated him in front of everyone, you know. Even though he was right wing and what have you, listen, I don't support certain views and ideologies, but another thing I don't support or condone is violence, gun violence. But in America, every 1 in 3 people has a gun, or every 1 in 4. You know, and this geezer, it was like, he's like the American Tommy Robinson, and he was assassinated, 1 to the neck. You know, like, and you have people, right, that are in the stands, and if you look across the roofs, you know, the roof line, any sniper, right, it's like, you look for certain spots and locations, and it's like this geezer, you know, someone had him on video on the roof, you know, so you're fucked, mate. And I tell you what, they still have the death penalty there. So whoever did it will be fried like an egg. A few people come in earlier on and mentioned it. I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was until recently. I've no time for right wing guys and fucking, you know, it's like nobody deserves to die that way, man. On TV, at a rally, you know, you want support here. You need to support that neck, mate. You know, I'd say that was a fucking high caliber weapon, high caliber ammunition. You know, hit him right in the throat, like I said, you know what I mean? And you know what? I bet you he's American, right? Some fucking fascist ideology, right wing, whatever you want to call it, wants to start a race war. You know, I remember years ago in the UK, a geezer planted nail bombs in the gay community in the UK. I think it was in London. The nail bomber, you know, he left a couple of fucking devices with a shitload of nails, and he wanted to start a race war. That's what he did it for. You know, fascist, Combat 18 kind of characters, you know. Some ex-paramilitary, some have ideology, some haven't. But yeah, he wanted to start a race war, you know. So he planted a few bombs in the gay community in Soho, and a few people fucking, yeah, died that day. You know, and it was an Englishman that did it. He wanted to start a race war within the Indian community, within the Sikh community, within the black community. You know, I've got mates that are from different countries and different cultures, with black skin, with brown skin, and we all bleed the same. I won't be going to this march. I know that for a fact. I'm waiting on something to come, a parcel that day, and I can't miss it. I've been awake most of the fucking night, I'm not gonna lie. I went fishing with me lad before, me and Dylan, we didn't catch anything. You know, fuck's sake, man. Not even a bite did we get. Hey, do you see the pictures of me and me boys? You know what I mean? I'm over the moon, I am. I'm a proud dad, you know. Guys here, I need a favour. There's 37 years in the live. That means there's 15 years not sub to my channel. If you're not sub to this channel, guys, right, and you've got mental health issues, addiction issues, recovery issues, if you like football, UFC and boxing, well then, yeah, I'm that guy. So, engage with me, humour me. Terence Crawford v Saul Alvarez Canelo. Who wins? Give me a round. Come on, Richard, here. I need to get you wrote down. Where are you, Bowsy? Richard, give me your prediction, will you? And don't say I'm gay, right? Because that doesn't count. Not today. Only on weekdays. I am not a gay. But I have something to say. Do you want to engage? Yippee-ki fucking A. What do I need to do? Fucking shock you. Get the stun gun out. In fact, Devon, get the fucking table. Finn, you ready? Finn, you need to tag me. Here. You know, let me in. Sniper incoming. Fuck, someone's shooting. Yeah, fuck off. Finn, someone just shot through my window. Yeah, you fucking missed. Ha. I better keep me fucking head down. Hey, we've got fucking active snipers in the crowd. Do you know what I'm afraid of happening on Saturday? And you know what? I don't even want to say this because it's like I don't want to jinx things, but this weekend, if I was a terrorist, this is the perfect location for it. There's loads of radicals that are going to be fucking out there, like, you know, and it wouldn't surprise me if somebody stole a car and used it as a fucking battering ram to knock down as many innocent people as they can, you know, to incite hate, you know, and this is what people are trying to do. Listen, I'm not on here to hate anybody, and if anybody ever gets that in the fucking dickhead and thinks that, here, listen, for them reasons, I am out. I'm not racist or gayist. If I've anything to say, I'll say it to your fucking faces. You know, it is what it is, but like I said, rest in peace to that fella's family. Like, because, Jesus Christ, his wife must have having a front seat. You know, his kids seeing him. His kids have post-traumatic stress disorder forever now after seeing that here. Certain things like that never go away. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but at the end of the day, I'm a father. And his kids witness like a JFK. You know, like, it's madness, isn't it? But Canelo versus Crawford this weekend. I'm going for Crawford, in all fairness, but I just watched that video about 20 times and I just keep thinking his family were there. You know, now he's a right-wing guy, this fella, right? He's like, yeah, no, do you know what? I'd die if someone bought me coffee. You know, Finn, you've done enough for me, bro. But anyway, like I said, guys, there's 45 years in this live. I won't ask you to hit the like button, but if you like football, fighting, if you've got mental health issues, and you're an ex-addict and allegedly one of the lads, one of the chaps, not one of the lads. I didn't want to be one of the lads. I wanted to be one of the chaps. And that happened, and then I had to leave, and then my mates took over the whole country, allegedly. Shout out to God for getting me out of Dodge. But anyway, Finn, give me a proper prediction for this fight and give me a round. Finn, in all fairness, I won't ask people to buy me coffee. If they want to do it, me link is there. But I need props. I'd sooner a prop. But like I said, if people want to fucking buy me a coffee, Finn, you mightn't even believe this. You know what? Even on my birthday, bro, nobody bought me a coffee. So it's not going to happen today. You know what I mean? You sent me a vape. Fair fucking play to you. You know. I just say to people, send me a fucking postcard, a £1 postcard. That's your membership right there. Finn's been very generous to me. You know, but listen to me, guys. I have a target to hit. There's 46 years, 38 is in the live, right? Now, 18 of you aren't sub to my channel. It's like, I know where you need to go, you big sausage. Yeah, hit the road, Jack. You don't be concerned about me, dickhead. I don't make money off here. No companies me, Anton. I can prove it. Well, they have done, but not in the last few months. Finn sent me a couple of things. Yeah, shout out to Finn. But Finn, I can't get that video out of my head. You know, his poor wife was there. You know, like, bro, in America, whoever did that, Finn, is gonna fry for it. Do you still have the death penalty? You know, it's fucking scary. Like, look what's happening in the world at the moment. This mad march that's going on this weekend, you know what? I have a bad feeling I have. If I was a terrorist and I wanted to pick an event to get me own back, Saturday. That's what I'd be thinking. You know. Well, Finn, a high caliber round as well. You know, like I said, you know, when that hit him, I'd say it went 3 ways. Is Finn, in all fairness, you know what? Well, lucky we didn't see a man being decapitated on TV. When you were telling me this morning, I was like, what are you on about? Like, this guy said what he thought and somebody took him out. It was like the shot. I've never seen anything like it, bro. Like, even when they tried to assassinate Trump, this shit is scary. It's getting out of hand and people are going to die. You know, and this march, Finn, don't go to this march. Don't go to it, bro. Please do not go to that march, Finn. Bro, don't go. Listen to me, Finn, don't go to that march. You know, I worry about the safety of people. You know, because there's loads of radicals that live in this country that are like sleeper cells, bro, that have been waiting for opportunities like this. If you want to hit Britain hard, where would be a starting point? This fucking march in London. Do you know how many cameras are in London? Now, there's a lot of sleeper cells around the UK, whether you know this or not. And there's loads of mad bastards out there that have these ideologies and radical fucking views of the Western world, right? And I be honest with you, I'm concerned about the safety of people at this march this weekend. Because, like I said, you know what I mean? I don't want to fucking jinx something, but this march is going to go down in history, right? You think about all the mad bastards out there that believe that if they commit atrocities, they're going to paradise. You martyr them. And a lot of these live to die, whereas we die to live. They live to die. Radicals. You know, once you have jihad in your head, it translates to holy war in Arabic. And you have your own jihad against the Western world. You know why? Because you see your mum's door get kicked in, your dad and your brothers get shot by Americans. They boot your door in and kill your dad and your brother and what have you, and fucking, you know what I mean? That'd bother me. I'd be like, fuck you, I'll get one of you one day. And that's how they think, you know. But like I said, this wasn't a botched assassination. Bollocks. Me fucking tooth. Well, it's fucking, I have a thing there. But anyway, listen to me, Finn, don't go to this march, bro. I have a bad feeling about it. I really have. You know, it's like, when you was saying it today, bro, I was like, and then when I watched the video, I'm thinking that man's family were there. His parents were there, probably, you know. And it's all around the fucking world, bro. You know, my son sent me the video. I was like, fucking hell, bro. Like, Finn, can you imagine the speed of that bullet, and a high caliber bullet, Finn? A high caliber round like that. You know, did you hear the crackling sound? It wasn't like a ping. It was like, you know, a crack. Hey, I'll tell you what, Finn, yeah. In all fairness, that sounded like there was a silencer on the end of it. Because you know that. Do you understand what I mean, Finn? But like, do you understand? So, like that sound. Do you understand? There was a silencer, I guarantee it, attached to that weapon. You know, because at the end of the day, it's like that rally, you fucking look where they were, Finn. You'd hear that round a mile away. Do you understand? Unless he had something on the end of it. You understand? To smother the noise, you know. The less noise, the better. The less noise, you're not likely to give your location away. Without a silencer attached to the end of that fucking gun, bro, his location would have been given away straight away. Because, Pete, do you understand? But rest in peace to him, and I'll tell you what. Me condolences to his family. Like, getting killed live on TV, bro. Like, that's... Like... Me and my son went out on the canal today, and we were talking about it, and my son kind of schooled me about him. He said, Dad, he's like a right-wing guy in America, and he was killed. He's on live TV. He said, I'll send you the video now. 31 years old. Wow. Richard, it says that they released 2 people. You know, but like I said, I've never seen anything like that. Like, what the fuck is going on in this world, man? You know, there's too much hate, man. And like I said, in America, the gun laws, do you understand? Like, there's more guns in fucking America. It's like, you know, and it's like there's loads of head cases out there that see these people as a threat, you know, like a fucking, and they silence them. But I'm not a fucking gun expert, but that sounded like there was a muzzle on the end of it. Do you understand? Because the sound was shielded, kind of. It's like if you let off, if you're firing an AR-15, a fucking, a machine gun, whatever, an automatic fucking weapon, and you haven't got a silencer on the end of it, every cunt's going to hear that shot, right? So I really think that whoever did it was a fucking great shooter, you know, and just by listening to it, I closed my eyes and I was listening to the sound, and it sounded muzzled to me. So therefore, I think there was something on the end of it, you know. But it was sad his family had to see it. Guys, look. Canelo Alvarez is fighting this weekend against Crawford. Who you going with? Let's get off this topic because, yeah, it's a bit fucking morbid, you know. But like I said, man, I've never seen anything like it, man. It's the sound, man. I was closing my eyes and I was like, there's a muzzled sound off that, you know. But guys, right, the 70-40 is in me live. I'd like you to do me a favour. I have a 4,000 target to hit. Half of you in this live isn't sub to my channel. If you can sub to this channel, it'll help me get to me target. And let me know if you want your channel shared, and I'll share it. 82 people in my chat. If you're not sub to this channel, can you do me a massive favour and sub to this channel? If you've got mental health issues, if you're going through recovery issues, whether it be alcohol, drugs, any kind of mental health label, do you understand? And if you like boxing and UFC and all that shit, come in here. You're welcome. Loads of people that have mental health issues come in and out of my life. People who have suicide ideology. I save people's lives. You know why? I've been sectioned 3 times and I've had 93 psychiatric evaluations. Many psychiatrists tried to get in there. Get up there with that. But Finn, stay away from that march, bro. You know, and like I said again, I didn't really know who Charlie Kirk was today. I learned more about him today than I ever knew because I had to see who the fellow was. And I was like, you know, like a young man in front of his wife and his fucking kids, man. Like, and on TV as well. Do you understand? Like his family, like that's never going to go away. That video was shared millions of times around the world, you know, and that's always going to be there. Like when his kids get older, they're not going to be shielded by it because somebody's going to know they're his kids. And it's sad because his missus had to witness it. And I wouldn't look at, I'm speaking from a dad's point of view, even a grandfather's point of view. You wouldn't want to see somebody's family at an event where they get executed live on TV. You know, like what the fuck? We cannot see freedom of speech just as well. I'm not in America, what? I'd be fucking lit up like a Christmas tree. You know, free Ireland, get up there with that. Did you know Palestine helped Ireland though back in the famine? Well, or back whenever. But guys, listen to me. Yeah, there's 101 people in my life. Also last year is to sub to me channel. I'm 30 odd subs away from 4,000. If you've got mental health issues, if you've got addiction issues, if you've got social anxiety, suicide ideology, you're welcome in here, you know. And like I said over time, it'll happen. If you're going to march this weekend, just be fucking on your be on your guard, vigilant, you know, but go there with peaceful intentions. Because see the police are given power to kind of crack you a bit harder if you stand there alone. So like I said, if yous are going to that march and yous go there knowing you're going to break the law, well then yous are no better. Because it's about criminality here. It's about right and wrong and equality and fucking solidarity and all. Fuck off. I'm going because yous are irritating me. Joking. There's 91 years in me fucking life. Could you do me a big favour? You see Finn and Richard Dowland there. Can you give them a sub? Shout out to Air Pablo. Like I said, I've this channel, guys, 2 years. I'm 30 odd subs away from 4,000, and you can help me with that. If you can sub to this channel and I know about it, I'll help you with your channel. I'll share it for you, no problem. It's called networking. And again, rest in peace to that man's family. Me, I have a son his age. I went fishing with my son today. He's the same age, 31. Freedom of speech nowadays is getting us killed. You know, like in America, like there's laws and there's constitution. You know, there's structure there. It's like I'm not a big fan of right-wing fucking guys, what have you, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't wish that on any dad. I wouldn't wish it here. His kids did nothing, but they had to witness his execution live on TV. And you know something, if I had been a bit nearer the shot, with no fucking silencer on it, his head would have come off. How about that? Rest in peace to him, and my condolences to his family. Like, Jesus Christ, mate, that has to be one of the most brutal acts of fucking you know, against humanity. Even if the guy was a bollocks, his fucking kids watch that, man. You know, like that, and it's scary, the world we live in. But guys, listen to me, yeah. I have this bad feeling in me stomach. This Hey Death Squad, this fucking march, guys. I have a bad feeling something bad's gonna happen. Hey, I want you to know this. If you're in areas where, you know, cars ain't going up and down, keep your fucking ears open, yeah? And be careful, I'm telling you now. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but if I was on the other side and I wanted to hurt England, this is the perfect event for it. And they're going to have hundreds of police in the crowd. You might think I'm being paranoid here. The world's going to be watching, right? From loads of different angles, loads of different mobiles. You know, me fucking gums are killing me. Listen, as long as there's peace in the world, it doesn't matter what skin colour you are, we can all live together peacefully. You know, but you get radicals and ideologists who have these mindsets, and it's like you will not change it. You know, but anyway, guys, it's thundering outside. I need you to do me a big favour, yeah? Behave yourself this weekend. Canelo Crawford, I'm going Crawford. And like I said, guys, if you can sub to this channel, I'm 30 odd subs away. And like I said, if you've got mental health issues, addiction issues, recovery issues, any kind of mental health label, if you like football and boxing and UFC and a bit of banter, you're welcome in here. Know that. And if you've got severe mental health issues like myself, you've come to the right place then. You understand? Anyway, I'm away. I am not a gay. And if I've anything to say your fakes, I will say. Shout out to you all. And later on, we'll come back to play. Come on, United. We out.